చూడండి endoplasmic reticulum. So one of the particular endomembrane system is nothing but endoplasmic reticulum. మాట్లాడకూడదు. Reticulum is nothing but a network. Reticulum means network. So network of what? Network of tiny tubular structures scattered in cytoplasm. So network of tubular structures that are observed in case of the cytoplasm, which are scattered in the cytoplasm, is called as what? Endoplasmic reticulum. So it is nothing but a group or network of what? Tiny tubular proteinaceous structures, lipoproteinaceous structures, which is spread within the cytoplasm, is collectively called as endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Endoplasmic reticulum, and this endoplasmic reticulum is first reported by K.R. Porter. K.R. Porter. So he was the man who just reported an endoplasmic reticulum for the first time. It's a network. Reticulum means network. So this particular type of K.R. Porter observed this particular endoplasmic reticulum is nothing but a membrane bound cell organelle. It is one of the membrane bound cell organelle. So this particular type of cell organelle is present in almost all eukaryotic cells. So you can see this particular type of structure, membrane extensions throughout the cytoplasm has been observed in case of almost all eukaryotic cells. But there are some exceptions. So in case of ova, mature RBC, mature human RBC, okay, embryonic cells, so prokaryotic cells, lack here endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum is absent or lacking in a ova, mature RBC, embryonic cells, prokaryotic cells. Okay, they are lacking endoplasmic reticulum. Though they are eukaryotes up to this. So embryonic cells, mature RBC, all are eukaryotes, but lack what are endoplasmic reticulum. Next, so rapidly dividing cells also. Rapidly dividing cells, ER is poorly developed. It is poorly developed in case of rapidly dividing cells. When the cells are dividing rapidly, their endoplasmic reticulum is not prominent. It is less or poorly developed. That is the condition. So this endoplasmic reticulum during cell division in prophase, late prophase, it disappear. It disappear during late prophase, and in telophase reappears. Okay. So during cell division, it disappears by the end of a prophase and it reappears during telophase. Means once the particular type of nuclear division is over, again it reappears. Okay. So it is made up of tubulin type of proteins. Tubulin type of proteins. Tubulins, microfilaments, microtubules and microfilaments. These are all the proteinaceous material that forms a network. It is one of the particular type of constituents of a cytoskeleton. It is also extends with the cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is made up of three type of elements: microtubules, microfilaments, intermediate filaments. These are the network that provides a shape to the particular cell. Okay. So this is regarding the brief introduction about this endoplasmic reticulum. So network of the particular network of the network structures, membrane bound structures that are scattered in the cytoplasm. This particular type of endoplasmic reticulum divides inner space of the cell into compartments. So inner space of the cell has been divided into compartments. So compartmentalization is seen with this particular endoplasmic reticulum. So this divides the particular type of inner space into two compartments. One is called as luminal. The inner space within the endoplasmic reticulum is called as luminal. And the outer space, extraluminal. This is cytoplasm. Space inside endoplasmic reticulum is called as a luminal. Space outside the endoplasmic reticulum is called as extraluminal. Do you understand? It is related to the cytoplasm. So, moreover, what is the endoplasmic reticulum? Divides the internal space of a particular cell into two compartments named as luminal and extraluminal. Luminal means within the endoplasmic reticulum, the space provided within the endoplasmic reticulum, and the space outside the endoplasmic reticulum is nothing but called as a extraluminal. That is in the cytoplasm. Is it clear? Okay. So this endoplasmic reticulum is a network. I told you now. Network consists of cisternae and second cisternae vesicles tubules. This is composed with these particular type of structures. What are these structures, sir? Cisternae, vesicles, and tubules. These are the structures that unitely form a particular structure called endoplasmic reticulum. So, what are cisternae? Let us see about the cisternae. Cisternae are a flattened disc or sac-like structures, flattened sac-like structures, which are arranged parallel to one another. They are unbranched, flattened sac-like structures. Unbranched water, flattened sac-like structures that are noticed in the cytoplasm. They are near to the top of nucleus. They are near to the nucleus. So these are like this. These are the structures. So what we call it as flattened structures, which are called as a cisternae. These are the structures. These cisternae studded with what ribosomes. Cisternae are having ribosomes on their surface. Unbranched, what? Flattened, sac-like structures. Unbranched, flattened, sac-like structures. Unbranched, flattened, sac-like structures. What are these? What are the cisternae? So cisternae are the first particular type of components of the endoplasmic reticulum. Here, as they are studded with ribosomes, what is observed? They are the centers of protein synthesis. They are acting as a sites for the protein synthesis. That is what we observe in case of this particular type of cisternae. This cisternae, suppose this is the cisternae. Listen carefully. The cisternae is having special proteins on this. Special proteins are there. These special proteins which are present on the cisternae of endoplasmic reticulum are the sites. Okay. This is what we are showing here. Okay. These are the sites on which ribosomes are studded. These are ribosomes, suppose. These are ribosomes, suppose. These are the ribosomes that are studded on what? Special proteins on cisternae. Do you understand? Cisternae are what? Flattened sac-like structures without a branching. Okay. They are arranged parallel to one another. Okay. So these are having a special protein, this one. This is called as ribofourin. Ribofourins. These are the proteins on which ribosomes are studded. Ribosomes are studded. Do you understand? Studs just like so earrings la untai dantlo emunde stones edana unte danni antam studding ani. Alage here what is there, sir? This is a protein which is called as what? Ribofourin, on which what is present? Ribosome. This is ribosome. This is a protein. Protein present on where? Cisternae. So the cisternae with ribofourins and studded with ribosomes are having rough surface. Having what type of surface? Surface is rough. Why surface is rough? Because ribosomes are present on the surface of cisternae. So the cisternae with a studded ribosomes, such endoplasmic reticulum is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Do you understand? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. What do you mean by rough endoplasmic reticulum? Rough here, endoplasmic reticulum, because surface is rough. Why surface is rough? Due to the presence of ribosomes. Why ribosomes are present? Because they are having special seat for their arrangement, that is in the form of ribofourins. Ribofourins are present on cisternae. These ribofourins are the sites of the attachment for ribosomes. As the surface is having ribosomes, the surface appears like a rough. Hence it is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Main part in case of that main function of this is mainly secretion and protein synthesis. What is it? Protein synthesis. As ribosomes are present on this particular type of cisternae. Okay. Next. So if cisternae are lacking what? Ribosomes or ribofourins, and not having the particular type of ribosomes, the surface then remains smooth. Lack ribosomes. Such cisternae are seen in smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The surface is said to be smooth. Surface is said to be smooth as they lack ribosomes. Hence, such type of cisternae in the endoplasmic reticulum which are lacking the ribosomes called as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is the particular type of center for lipid synthesis. Lipid synthesis. Mostly lipid synthesis occurs in case of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Protein synthesis occurs in case of a rough endoplasmic reticulum, mainly due to the ribosome presence and absence of ribosomes. Ribosomes are studied on ribophorins on cisternae of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Ribophorins and ribosomes are absent on cisternae of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. That is the first component of what endoplasmic reticulum. Next components are what? Next component is what? So that is the vesicles. Oval shaped membranous vacuole like structures. Scattered in a cytoplasm. They are also studied with ribosomes, but main ribosome is associated with what? Cisternae. So these are a vesicle, oval type of vesicle-like structures. Okay, or almost spherical like a vacuole-like structures, which are spread in the cytoplasm. Okay, now these are another structures of water. And the structures of water, endoplasmic reticulum. The third structure is called as the third one is called as tubules. These are tubular branched irregularly. Mostly located near plasma membrane. So near the plasma membrane, mostly involved in a lipid synthesis, tubular, branched, irregularly arranged structures. So these are just like that. Longer tubular may be showing branching. Such type of tube-like structures which shows branching and mostly towards the plasma membrane, that type of structures. These three collectively called as a endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum is a particular type of a membrane bound structure, one of the component of endomembrane system and main component of endomembrane system, which has the extensions of different type of components like cisternae, vesicles and tubules together spread in the inner space of the particular type of cell and dividing the inner space into two compartments. One is luminal, other one is a extraluminal. Out of this, the cistern or the particular type of long arrays, they are piled up. Piled up means they arranged in stacks. Stacks means rows, one above the other. Stacking. So thylakoids are stack up thylakoids means row of thylakoids. Just like that, cistern are arranged one above the other in the form of parallel arrays. Parallel, one cistern is arranged to the parallel to the another cistern. So they are stacked up or they are piled up one above the other and forms the main components of water endoplasmic reticulum. So the surface may be granular or smooth depending on what we categorize the endoplasmic reticulum into: rough endoplasmic reticulum or smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The main proteins associated with the attachment of ribosomes are called as ribophorins. Okay, that's it in case of cistern. Next one is called as vesicles. Vesicles are what? Oval or a spherical type of membrane bound vacuole-like structures. Okay, vacuole-like structure which are scattered in the cytoplasm. The last type of components are tubules, which are long, branched, irregularly arranged, almost near to that of a plasma membrane, or mainly involved in case of lipid metabolism. That is the particular type of three components. So when you see this endoplasmic reticulum, so when you see the endoplasmic reticulum generally extends from the outer nuclear membrane to plasma membrane. Endoplasmic reticulum, right, ER, generally from outer nuclear membrane to plasma membrane. Up to plasma membrane. Okay. So when you see the structure of a nucleus, so this is what a nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is also called as a karyotheca. Yeah. So this karyotheca, outer karyotheca, what is this? Outer karyotheca మొత్తం లేచి అవతల yeah. Outer karyotheca extends in this particular type of fashion. Okay, outer karyotheca is extending. So extension of outer nuclear membrane in the form of a network, that is what we call it as a endoplasmic reticulum. It may be reaching to the almost near to the plasma membrane. These are all the membrane bound structures. These are all membrane bound structures. So in case of these particular type of structures, main one is called as a water cistern. So in case of the cistern, some vacuoles are right. What the these are vacuole-like structures that are there, and initial to that, what are observed, another particular type of structures are called as tubular structures. These are the tubules. which are almost near to that of a plasma membrane. Okay. On the surface of these, what are observed? What are observed? These are nothing but what are ribosomes. Ribosomes are noticed on this particular diagram. So, outer nuclear membrane is extending as a membranous structure till the plasma membrane, and now it divides this particular. Suppose you see this cytoplasm or internal space, this what we call it as luminal. It is the space what we call it as a luminal. The place, suppose here also like this. Okay. So this is called as a extraluminal. This is the space what we call it as a extraluminal. So endoplasmic reticulum divides the inner compartment of the cell into luminal and extraluminal. So this particular type of endoplasmic reticulum is of two types. One is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Second one is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The surface of the endoplasmic reticulum is rough due to the presence of ribosomes. It is mainly involved in a secretion and mainly protein synthesis. The type of ribosomes present are 80S type of ribosomes are present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum, as it is a part of eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell will have only 80S type of ribosome, and it is the center for protein synthesis. Okay. Next, smooth endoplasmic reticulum is the particular type of structure which is mainly lacking what I told you already, lacking ribosomes, and the surface remains smooth. Hence, it is named as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This may be originally lacking the ribosomes, or if ribosomes are fall off, that may appear as a smooth surface. So that is called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum, mainly involved in case of lipid synthesis, particularly synthesis of steroidal hormones. Synthesis of lipids. Steroidal hormones. So steroidal hormones are also formed by this particular type of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is rough endoplasmic reticulum is mainly involved in case of secretion as well as protein synthesis, making proteins. Okay, now that's what we observe. Okay, as it is spread throughout the particular type of as it is spread throughout the cell, almost cell, so that in case of when you see the functions, intracellular transport is observed. So transport of any materials that occurs through the particular type of membrane up to one particular type of area to the last one part of the cell to the another part of the cell, it is spread almost in the cell in the form of a network. Intracellular transport is observed. And one more what you observe, second is called as protein synthesis. And one more function is a synthesis of steroidal hormones, synthesis of lipids. And it is also involved in case of detoxification of drugs and toxins. It is involved in case of detoxification, general function. Detoxification and drugs. Drugs may cover toxic. Some of the drugs may be toxic. These drugs are not allowed. If it remains as such, the toxic, that cause a lot of damage to our body. So these need to be detoxified. The detoxification is done by this particular type of endoplasmic reticulum, general function. Next, some toxins, toxic substances are released in our body because of metabolism. They must be detoxified, otherwise that is going to affect our health or sometimes even death also. So that these particular type of toxins which are going to cause a lot of harm to our body must be changed, must be modified into non-toxic substances. Toxic must be converted into non-toxic. That is only possible by this particular type of a system that is called as that is made by endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now endoplasmic reticulum in combination with what ER with the Golgi bodies forms lysosomes. Lysosomes are formed. So vesicles are formed by endoplasmic reticulum. They attach to the Golgi bodies and they are formed into lysosomes. You understand? Vesicles are pinched off from this particular type of tubules. Tubules, they pinched off with the substances like vesicles. In chivar nunchi vesicles form avutunayi. They are released. The released vesicles are enters into the Golgi bodies, where they goes for a lot of modifications. Finally, they are released in the form of primary lysosomes. Finally, they are released in the form of primary lysosomes. So, in the synthesis of lysosomes, the combined effect of endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies are observed. Do you understand? These are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, this is the first component of endomembrane system. Who reported this? K.R. Porter. Present in almost all eukaryotic cells. Okay, now. Golgi bodies. Or Golgi complex. Another particular type of membrane bound network. And, membrane bound network observed in the cell. Golgi bodies are generally near nuclear membrane. They're seen near nuclear membrane. Indra. Nuclear membrane and near nucleus or near endoplasmic reticulum. You understand? So Golgi bodies are associated with nuclear membrane, near to the nuclear membrane or near to the endoplasmic reticulum. So these Golgi bodies are first reported by Camello-Golgi. So these were named as Golgi bodies after him. To honor that person, they were named as Golgi bodies. So these are present in almost all eukaryotic cells. So almost all eukaryotic cells will have this some exception when you see the exception. So exceptions RBC, sperm cells of bryophytes, So bryozoites and pteridophytes mature obviously they are lacking Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are absent. More in secretory cells. More in secretory cells. They are more in case of secretory cells. Okay now. So they are also composed of cisternae, tubules, vesicles, and vacuoles. Cisternae, same, longer, sorry, the disc shaped or what do you say, flat sac-like structures which may be interconnected. They are arranged in rows, stacked up, piled up. Next, vesicles are, you know, that is oval shaped structures that are membrane bound. Tubules are branched structures, that what we have seen already. These are what the sac-like structures. These are sac-like structures which are vacuolar structures. They collectively forms what the Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies. Okay now, when you see the Golgi bodies, they have two phases. Two phases. One is called as a cis phase. Cis phase or forming phase. Forming phase. That is called as F phase. That is called as F phase. So forming phase or F phase. Here they are convex. The tubule, the cistern are convex shaped. The cistern are of what type of shaped? Convex shape. Okay now. The other phase is so is called as a trans phase. Maturing phase. Maturing phase, that is also called as M phase. That is away from nucleus towards plasma membrane. Okay. Towards what membrane? Plasma membrane. What is that phase? Trans phase. Maturing phase. That is the distal end, you can say. Suppose this is the nucleus. Right, these are the one. Go where this one. Okay. So suppose this is the nucleus. Okay. So endoplasmic reticulum are close to the nucleus or endoplasm. Sorry, Golgi bodies are close to the nucleus or endoplasmic reticulum. I told you. These are what are cisternae that are near to this particular type of water, near to nucleus. The margins of the cisternae are just swollen like this. These are the cisternae which are near to the nucleus. This phase is called as a cis phase. What is it called as a cis phase? Gradually, they just this is convex, isn't it? Convex. Next, gradually they become what? Concave. Okay, such type of structures are seen. Okay. Next, to this, what happens? The endoplasmic reticulum releases water, vesicle-like structures that are released from endoplasmic reticulum. These vesicle-like structures, which are coming from the endoplasmic reticulum, they get attached to the cis phase of Golgi bodies. They get modified and finally they pinched off from this particular type of transphase. The vesicles which are coming from the endoplasmic reticulum is having certain contents. They come and attach to the cis phase, which is near to that of a nucleus. That is what we call it as a convex and cis phase. And it is also called as a proximal end. Proximal end. And proximal means near to the nucleus or near to the endoplasmic reticulum. The vacuoles that are coming from the endoplasmic reticulum get fused with the cisternae of cis phase, and they get modified. So they get modified, and finally they be pinched off from the cisternae of a transphase after several modifications. They may be called as a primary lysosomes. That's what I do. Primary lysosomes. They may be primary lysosomes. So you see, the function is coordinated. The function of endoplasmic reticulum means the vesicles that are being produced by the endoplasmic reticulum are in continuation with what the Golgi complex. They get processed and finally released in the form of a primary lysosome. So endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes are associated. Initiated by endoplasmic reticulum, processed and released by Golgi complex. So that is fused with the cis phase and released from the trans phase. In between, so many modifications would occur. Do you understand? Likewise here also, what type of other structures are associated with the Golgi complex? The structures that are associated may be vesicles. Okay, it is a combination. I told you now, it is a vesicles. And again, what are the other structures? So tubules are also there. Tubules are present. These are the tubular structures. You know, these are tubular structure. This is all forms a particular type of membrane-like structures. This is all called as Golgi bodies. This is called Golgi bodies. So these Golgi bodies are normally formed from endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi bodies are formed from endoplasmic reticulum, but these are the main particular type of membrane-bound materials, which can be called as pleomorphic cell organelle. Very, very important. What is pleomorphic cell organelle? They are changing that particular morph. They move like this, so that there is a change in case of not standard in case of the structure. So structures are a little bit changed, modified. Hence it is called as pleomorphic cell organelle. Polymorphic cell organelle is different from pleomorphic. Pleomorphic means structural variations are observed. Polymorphic means they does exist in different morphological forms. Certain changes occurs in my body. Pleomorphic. I may exist in different morphological forms. Polymorphic. Lysosomes, primary, secondary, tertiary. That is polymorphic. Changes in the structure. Pleomorphic. Polymorphic cell organelle, lysosomes. Pleomorphic cell organelle is Golgi complex. And energy transducing particles, chloroplast, mitochondria. These are very, very important terms. So vacuoles or vesicles. So they've been made up of what? Vesicle. This one is next tubules. Tubules and cisternae. That is in the form of convex and concave. This is the distal end from nucleus. This is the proximal end to nucleus. Proximal end also called as what? Cis phase. And it is also called as formative phase. This is called as a formative. What is this formative phase? Why it is called as formative phase? Vacuoles come and attached, or vesicles are formed. These vesicles get modified once they've been passed through the cis phase to trans phase. Lot of modifications occurs. Inactive substances may get activated. So and finally released, pinched off from the edges of this particular type of cisterna of trans phase. So this is called as the maturing phase. I told you, I think maturing phase. What is it? Short form it is called as a M phase. This one is a C phase. Okay, cis phase. This is M phase. Okay, C phase is proximal. M phase is a distal. Distal means distance. Proximal means near. What is near? Which phase is near? Cis phase is near to nucleus or endoplasmic reticulum. Why they get in close contact with endoplasmic reticulum? Because the vesicles need to be attached to the this phase. Not only vesicles, the proteins that are synthesized, they must enter into this particular type of endoplasm, Golgi complex, where they get processed, and final shape of the proteins, final shape of the lipids have been given by this particular type of Golgi complex. That's why Golgi complex is called as a secretion and cell packaging. Main function of Golgi complex is a secretion and cell packaging, packaging of material. Packaging of material, that is our function. When you see the functions of this, so packaging, cell packaging material. Cell packaging occurs in case of, listen carefully. All the particular type of goods are manufactured and a particular system. Finally, that is transported to, or those particular type of materials are transferred to packaging area, where any additional things are there, they've been cut down. Finally, they are made into a shape and they are kept in a particular type of packs and neatly sealed. Final shape to any type of product is given by packaging industry or packaging section. Milk is prepared, milk is poured into the pouches and it is packed, and finally any particular extra things are there cut down. All the materials are assembled, and after assembled they are kept in a particular type of pack and neatly labeling and everything is occurs in case of packaging section. Likewise, such type of thing occurs in case of this particular type of Golgi complex. Hence, it is involved in case of cell packaging of cell materials, and it is involved in case of secretion. Okay. So, glycosidation of main function, glycosidation of proteins and lipids, and it is the site of production of glycoproteins. Means carbohydrate is added to protein, that is called as a glycoprotein. Site for the production of glycolipids. So glycoproteins and glycolipids are the structures that are formed inside the Golgi complex. Golgi complex is involved in processing of lipids and made into glycolipids. Glycosidation or glycosylation occurs in lipids. That is only because of this particular type of Golgi complex. Golgi complex is a site for production of glycolipids, glycoproteins, and secretion of cell wall materials. Cell wall materials, all the polysaccharides which are essential, carbohydrates essential for cell wall synthesis, are made in case of Golgi complex. So cell wall materials are made in case of Golgi complex. Okay. Next, cell plate formation. during cell division. Cell plate formation during cell division. We discussed the same in cell wall. I told you, phragmoblast is formed. Into the phragmoblast, Golgi complex is enters, and Golgi complex starts secreting cell plate in centrifugally. During cell division, after two nucleus are formed, after karyokinesis is completed. Next is cytokinesis. So during cytokinesis formation, a phragmoblast is formed in the center of the cell with the remaining parts of spindle fibers. Now within this particular type of phragmoblast, what enters? Golgi complex enters here and start secreting cell plate in either directions like this. This cell plate extends in a opposite direction centrifugally. The cell plate finally secretes middle lamella. The cell plate finally secretes what? Middle lamellum. So middle lamellum is formed because of cell plate. Cell plate is formed due to Golgi complex. So cell plate is formed due to Golgi complex. Cell plate secretes middle lamellum. So it is involved in case of cell division. Particularly during cell division, cell plate formation, what plays important role? Golgi complex plays an important role. Next, acrosome of a particular type of male gametes during spermatogenesis. That is also formed by this particular type of Golgi complex. Steroidal hormones, they are also secreted by the Golgi complex. I told you in the beginning, they are more in case of secretory cells. They are more in the secretory cells involved in a lipid synthesis. They are also associated with the lipid synthesis. Next, the glycosylation of the lipids and proteins, particularly what are glycolipids and glycoproteins are synthesized in a Golgi complex. Golgi complex also involved in a synthesis of cell wall material and cell plate formation. Acrosome of the particular type of male gametes are also the work of this particular type of Golgi complex. Most of the lipid based cholesterol synthesis of cholesterol, synthesis of certain type of phospholipids, these are all due to this particular type of Golgi complex. Okay, so Golgi complex was initially identified by Camillo Golgi. Okay, now so next, so after this particular type of Golgi complex, also known as Golgi bodies, Dalton particles, Baker's particles. It is also called as hypochondria. Okay, now next, it is also called as dictyosomes. Dictyosomes, particularly in case of plant cells. Idiosomes. Idiosomes. These are all the names for this particular type of Golgi complex. Okay, now Golgi complex has other names like what are Dalton particles, Baker's particles, hypochondria, dictyosomes, particularly in case of plant cells, and pseudosomes. So here what is happening? You see. So it is a particular type of material synthesized in endoplasmic reticulum. It get processed in case of Golgi bodies, processing and final shape, and it is the product, completed product. Okay, na? Listen carefully. So where macromolecules are synthesized in some particular type of cell organelles, they enter into the Golgi complex. Finally, they've been processed or modified and final shape is given by Golgi bodies. Suppose proteins are synthesized in endoplasmic reticulum. These proteins are transferred to the Golgi complex where they get processed, means finally sized into a suitable type of protein and are released. Do you understand? So any excess or anything which is extra that has been cut down and final shape is given by Golgi bodies. That's why it is called as packaging. Packaging of cell materials. The main function of this particular one. So that it is called as a biological middleman. Why it is called as biological middleman? It is in the center and which makes the final shape to every particular type of molecule which comes to the endoplasmic reticulum. It is also called as director or controller of biological trophic. It controls the particular type of a trophic. What trophic? Molecular trophic. Hence, it is also called as a director or controller of biological trophic. What is it called? A biological middleman. And what is this cell organelle is named as pleomorphic cell organelle. And where does it location of this is near to the nuclear membrane or endoplasmic reticulum. So it is also complex. We call it as complex. Means so it is the particular type of a structure which is associated with different type of units that are nothing but cisternae, vesicles, tubules, and vacuoles. These are all structures through which it has been made. Hence, it is a complex structure, not a simple structure like other cell organelles. Okay. So as it is complex and almost near to that particular type of nucleus or endoplasmic reticulum, because this function and this function is coordination. As their functions are coordinated, they are kept under endomembrane system. So the product of endoplasmic reticulum is related to this particular type of Golgi complex because it gets processed through this. Okay, that's why it is called kept under a endomembrane system. Cis phase, trans phase, you remember. Proximal, distal. Formative phase, distal. Formative phase, maturing phase. Vesicles attached and finally released from the trans phase. Trans phase, concave. Cis phase, convex. This cisternae. Cisternae of endoplasmic reticulum are like this. But cisternae of this particular type of Golgi complex are swollen at the tips as they are in continuous secretions, involved in secretions or attachment of vesicles or vacuoles. That is the basic difference. They are lacking ribosomes. Cisternae there, ribosomes are studied on a cisternae of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so the vacuoles that are released from the endoplasmic reticulum as having some contents. These contents processed through the cisternae of a Golgi complex where they go for activation. So many modifications. Direct vesicles coming from the endoplasmic reticulum is not having the activities. The substance get activated, processed through Golgi complex. Once they comes out of the Golgi complex, they are in active condition. Do you understand? So any proteins that are synthesized, any lipids that are synthesized from any other particular part of the cell organelle of the cell finally get processed and packaged in Golgi complex. So that's final shape is given. Main function, it is the site for a glycoproteins, production of glycoproteins and glycolipids. Cell wall material, secretes cell wall material and cell plate formation. Okay, now these are all the functions of what Golgi complex. Okay, lysosomes are also formed from the combined effect of endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complex. So lysosomes in connect with the Golgi complex and endoplasmic reticulum. So the functions are coordinated, hence they kept under a endomembrane system. Okay, any doubts in this? కొత్త బాబు ఏంటి పేరు లీలా Lila Krishna. Lila is there from? Hi. No, Pakkanra. No, Pakna. Aku. Okay. Next thing lysosomes. Lysosomes are polymorphic cell organelles. Lysosomes are filled with certain type of enzymes. Hydrolytic enzymes which are normally in an active form and get activated in the presence of a acidic pH that is around 5. Normally lysosomes, if they are having the active enzymes, if they are ruptured, if the membrane is ruptured, see. So this is the cell. These are the lysosomes which are having what are enzymes, hydrolytic enzymes. These enzymes are what are carbohydrates, proteases, nucleases, lipases, phosphatases, are everything. So that they can degrade almost any type of material. If lysosomes are there here, and if they are inactive form, the enzymes are in the inactive form, they get activated in the presence of acidic pH. If any rupture occurs in case of this, if these enzymes are released, then they digest everything in the cell and leads to the death of the cell. This is very important. The question as such asked, what happens to the cell if rupture of the membrane of the lysosome takes place within a cell? That leads to the degradation of the different component of the cell and finally leads to the death of the cell. It has been asked 2 to 3 times in the past 4 years. Yesterday, when the membrane of lysosome dissolved, active enzymes are acting on the cell and digesting the cell and ultimately kills the cell. Okay, the cell death occurs because enzymes are acting on it. Okay, so what is this cell organelle? Polymorphic cell organelle. Polymorphic cell organelle because primary, secondary, tertiary lysosomes are there. They are existing in 3 different type of forms. Hence it is called as a polymorphic cell organelle. Golgi complex, pleomorphic cell organelle. Okay. Mitochondria. Catabolic cell organelle. Chloroplast, anabolic cell organelle. Both double membrane bound cell organelle. Similarities. Both does possess what? 70S ribosomes. Both having single molecule of double stranded circular DNA. Both are having different types of RNA. Both are also considered cell in a cell, and prokaryotic cell in a eukaryotic cell or semi-autonomous cell organelles. These are all the common features of mitochondria and